we reduce this molecular weight or make a polymer with only carbon-carbon linkage, so we'll have a much softer polymer, for example, just like I just mentioned, like polyethylene. So here are some properties of polycapton. As I just said, it's from polyimide group. Now I didn't specifically find phase diagram for polyimide, but I did found this one, and it's used in flexible electronics, most commonly in space plackets. It was also used in Apollo 11 and the most recently James Webb Telescope. So the Kapton is still very much in use, and this is the parameter that sets it apart from many other polymers and other our choices for space plackets. And it is its temperature stability range, which is between minus 269 to 400 degrees Celsius. So in James Webb Telescope, there are two sides. One is on the day side, the other one is on the night side. So the one that's facing the sun, the temperature there is about 83 degrees Celsius. So it's much hotter there. But the temperature that's behind it, that's on the night side, is in minus degree something Celsius. It was something like minus 40 degrees Celsius. So we can see that even in very close proximity, there is a huge difference in temperatures. So this Kapton property for temperature stability is very useful in these environments. They just like make a sheet out of that polymer and wrap the satellite around it. So yeah, it has poor aging and it is resistant against mechanical wear, but it has poor aging, and you'll see the most of the GEO satellites, their average life is 9 to 10 years. If it goes higher than that, then it's a bonus. But most of the GEO satellites, they are like 9 to 10 years. So after that, you have to replace them with a. And this is one NASA report on Kapton, which basically wires were coated with an instructor known as Kapton. They're tending to break down over time, causing short circuits and potentially fires. There is another drawback to this Kapton, that hydrolysis can occur on its surface, and it can cause in corrosion or breaking of that material. So you'll see that this H2, 2H2O2 comes in and it's get attached to this amine group that was attached around here between these amide groups. So this is also a big problem for Kapton as well. So our suggestion in this regarding this is to coat Kapton with any metal. It will increase the weight of the material, but and also we have to compromise on flexibility. But we'll be having a material that will last much longer than this. So here this is basically just this is grade A Kapton, and this is mostly referred to as penicillin. It was the word used for a material that's not been tested. So here we see that this material is not been tested, and this is so mostly Kapton materials that we'll see also around this satellite. This is the COMSAT satellite. So if you see all this gold material, this is Kapton. So they left this solar panels, and they've wrapped Kapton around the entire spacecraft. So this you'll see very common in many spacecraft and satellites, even the ones that go to Jupiter like Juno, or the ones that go near Sun. This is very like Voyager. So this Kapton is very common, and it is still used as it is like it was used back in 1960 on Apollo 1. So yes, any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, questions?
I'm a little late, lekin what is the geometry of your satellite and the calculations?
नहीं ये it's general. I mean, it's a blanket Kapton is basically a polymer, plastic polymer. It's like a blanket, a sheet. So you can basically wrap a satellite, wrap it on a satellite like here.
Right, right. So
It's
it's
like a sheet
applicable on all
there.
sorts of satellites.
It's also used on, like I just said, in Juno, that's around Jupiter. So and it's also used on Voyager and also on our GEO satellites. And that's because of its temperature stability that is between minus 269 to 400 something degrees Celsius.
In property section, there was polyimide. I think that is that.
Polyimide, yes. This is amide group. It's a polymer which has amide group, so that's why it's called polyimide. This carbon double bond with oxygen, this is amide group.
Like why did you
This one and this one.
why you use word polyimide in properties? Like what kind of properties it gives to the polyimide?
मतलब समझा नहीं दोबारा.
Like what properties exactly polyimide have that is actually helpful for this carbon?
So we can do a comparison here between some polymers that, as I just said,